afternoon live stream Q&A on witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, all of that good stuff. Hopefully there'll be some people that will join us here in the chat that will have some questions, or that will have some input to share with the collective, to share with their soul family, to share with the community. Hope everybody's been having a great day. I hope you had a good weekend. Martha and I had a really, really great weekend. My daughters came over, her daughter came over. I really want to have more of our family. Her daughter and her girlfriend and my daughters over there, and like having dinners and having like fun outside things, campfires and s'mores and all that kind of good stuff, because it is like those kinds of just like really fun and simple things that are really the best. Like, especially when you're out in nature. In North America, where we're from, right now we're going into autumn, we're going into fall. My absolute favorite time of the year. Because of the hurricanes, it's been like a little wet here, and it's been kind of hot and humid and like yucky. It hasn't really settled into fall just yet, but I'm hoping in like the next week or two that it's going to begin to cool off, and the leaves are beginning to change colors, which I know for those of you that can really see the color, I'm sure that it's absolutely stunning. I happen to be someone that has blue-green color blindness, or red-green color blindness. And so I don't think that I really quite see it the way that you see it, but it's still beautiful for me. Like, don't get me wrong. It doesn't mean that I see in black and white. I just can't really like differentiate colors, which is kind of weird. So, hey, what's up, everybody? Gustavo, what's up? G, good to see you. Mistress Morticia, hey, how are you, darling? Great to see you. Friar Pestle, what up, Bo? Hey to you too. And Termirar Carnivore, hey JD from Finland, it's 11 p.m. here. Hell yeah, dude. Well, greetings from America, and thank you for joining us from Finland. Zile FF, oh hi. Hi, and I don't know what kind of language that is. It looks super interesting. It looks like a bunch of like crazy sigils. That's pretty dope, dude. Brady Daigle, what's up, man? Hey, great to see you. Thanks everybody for being here. I hope you are all doing well. I have a few things that I'll get into. Like, we do have a solar eclipse coming up, I think on the 2nd. Martha and I both, most likely, during this eclipse right now, like, and I feel like I'm going to give some advice, but also, do what you want to do. A lot of us here, a lot of us, like our soul family, our collective here, the From the Light of the Darkness soul family, we've been doing a lot of really heavy ritual work the past 2 months straight. Some very immersive rituals, some timeline changing rites, some like literal reality bending black magic. And I know that all of you that have participated in the group workings that Martha and I have been doing these past few months, or you've been doing ritual work on your own in alignment with a lot of these astrological events like the Lionsgate portal, these other eclipses and super moons that we've been experiencing. If you've been doing the work, you've been doing the ritual work, and you've been living your life and realigning your intent and your purpose in order to like really embody and become that person and live that life that you want. Like, I know a lot of you have immersed yourselves in that, and you're already starting to see the results, and you can already tell and feel that like there's some like repositioning that has happened, and there's some realignments that have taken place. So for this solar eclipse coming up on the 2nd, I am going to just be chilling. I am going to be relaxing. I'm going to be probably really just like enjoying myself and enjoying the evening, or the day and the evening, with Mothra, and allowing the spirits to put the finishing touches on the manifestations of the ritual work that we have just performed. Give them some room to do their thing on the astral, give them some room to do their thing in manipulating this matrix that we're all fighting against. So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing for this. Yeah, exactly, Gustavo, take a break. It's going to be like taking a break. But not just taking a break. I mean, certainly during that time, I want to really focus on my breath, focus on my body, focus on my connection with Mothra. And it's going to be relaxing, yes. It's going to be taking a break, yes. But it's also really going to just be kind of like realigning and refocusing my intent on some things that maybe I haven't been paying as much attention to as I should. And like for the longest time, one of those things was like my connection to my physical body. And I wasn't really taking care of myself as I should. And I've been working out now. I guess it's been going on like 5 weeks or 6 weeks now. And I did go through an injury early on that like helped. It was like a major setback, but I was pushing through it. I've been pushing through it, and I'm feeling so freaking good. Like, oh my God, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And, um, sometimes like you'll see, like we all kind of go on that roller coaster, um, of like being in that alignment with really taking care of yourself, and then kind of going off the board there, and like falling off the wagon, and letting things happen that happen, and whatever, kind of focusing on other things. But the time will come when the time is right that those things will begin to be important to you again, and you'll begin to do those things. And whatever it is that you do, even if it's just a small adjustment, whatever it's going to do to like bring you closer to optimal health, but also to help you to connect yourself to your physical body, to a greater degree, that is only going to enhance and increase the power and the potency of your magic, and to like help you to understand what's going on here to an even greater degree. Michael Borg, what's up? Yeah, dude. Michael Borg said working out and eating right is so, so important. It really is. Um, and it's easy not to do those things, but let me tell you, like, it's easy to do them too. And it is a choice, but also, too, depending on your path, I have definitely been through path workings where letting go of that was necessary for whatever reason, to like learn a lesson, or to whatever the case may be. Like I had to kind of go through it, but I'm kind of finding, and I'm hoping now that I'm going to be on a path where this is going to be a part of my life. I see the benefits of it, um, from a mental and emotional standpoint, and from like someone that has dealt with bipolar depression for the longest time. Like, wow, like there's no better medicine. Psychedelics are great and wonderful, and I'm a big advocate of those. But like, man, really taking care of yourself physically, working out, 4 to 6 days a week or whatever's right for you, but really just kind of like pushing yourself every day, sweating, getting some of that toxicity out of you. And like, I find too that like, especially if you're weight training, that does help to get you in alignment with that animalistic side of you, with that primal part of you. It like releases hormones and different chemicals inside of you that I do feel like it brings me more into alignment with that primal part of myself. And I think that that is such a huge aspect for anyone that's on the left hand path, for anyone that may consider themselves a Luciferian or a Satanist. Especially if you consider yourself a Satanist, I would say that like you resonate deeply with that primal connection that you have between your human aspect of yourself and that animal aspect of yourself. Like you see that correlation. You see and resonate with that animal side of yourself, sometimes to an even greater degree than you do your the human side of yourself. Like there's quite a few different animals that I feel that like I embody, and that like that I like, that I embody their energy and really become one with that animal. And when you're a witch, when you're a sorcerer, you're a shaman as well, and that means that like you are really like coming into that oneness with nature, that oneness with animals, that oneness with that primal energy and instincts that you have, that is animalistic, that is a big part of who you are. Like, yeah, you're an animal, motherfucker. Like, yeah. Hey, Nina. What's up, Nina? What's up, Tanya Pinhal dos Wesquio? Yeah. And Tumorar Carnivore. And Michael. I just don't know if I miss anyone here. If I did. Zele FF. What do you think about ghosts? Do you believe it or have you seen it before? Yeah. I have seen ghosts, I've seen spirits. I've seen them manifest in many, many different forms in many different ways. Um, and I think it does depend too on if you're a medium and if you have highly developed psychic clairs. I do believe that you are going to perceive a spirit or ghost manifestation in a different way than I would. Like for me, when I've seen them most of the time, they're extremely solid. Solid to the point to where I could not differentiate a ghost from an actual person. Like I couldn't tell if that ghost was you or me. Like it's really that solid and that real. I think for some people, like depending on the power of your clairvoyance and how much your psychic filter has been removed, I think a lot of people see those in a more ethereal sense. And it does depend too on what's trying to be communicated, but I do want to let people know that you will see ghosts and you will have spirit communications that are so physical and so solid that you would not be able to differentiate it between a living person and a dead person. Like they literally look just like we do and they walk on the ground and shit just like we do. Hey, Lori Stewart, what's up? The uncanny Mr. Crow. Hey, hey, how are you, my friend? And Morgan, hey, Morgan. And Tania Pino Disquiato. Tamono Carnivore said, any tips for working with Santa Morte? I started to build an altar for her. Yeah, absolutely. Be extremely respectful. I would find a place. Martha and I have her altar upstairs on the second floor of our home, kind of in a central location, kind of in a commons area outside of the bedrooms, which is ideal because La Santa Muerte is really like, Mother calls her Madre, like that is her spiritual mother. She is our protector. Like she protects our home, she protects us, she helps our relationships. She really just kind of really is like the heart of our home and the spirit of the heartbeat of where we live. Um, and so you certainly don't want to be you want to be respectful at all times, and if you're going to be like walking through there naked, definitely cover that altar up or remove her effigy. Don't let her see those kinds of I don't want to say unsavory things. Don't let her see disrespectful things or anything that like you wouldn't want your mother to see. But that also depends on what kind of relationship that you have with your mom. So I would say like going off of like a traditional relationship, and I don't know if that even exists anymore, but like if you wouldn't want your grandmother to see it, then you probably wouldn't want her to see it. So kind of go with that. Certainly making sure there's clean, fresh water there for her, fresh flowers, fresh fruit offerings, definitely keeping candles lit as much as you possibly can on that altar. Martha and I literally have a candle going almost 24/7. And we usually have someone there that's always able to tend to it. So do not leave those candles going if you're gone from your house. Don't do that. I highly advise against that. But the more the better. If you can keep that light going, definitely keep that light going. We burn different Santa Muerte incense throughout the week depending on what's going on. We have 2 or 3 different ones, but there's a main one that we use all the time. It's really just like a generic Santa Muerte incense that you can find anywhere. But really it's just kind of like setting up that devotional, having a spirit that you can just really access and go up and talk to and share what's on your heart and what's on your mind really at any time. Having her in a central location in her house like that, her and I'll do a video on it soon, so we can kind of show you what we have going on there. It is a very personal thing, but at the same time, I don't think that it would be we can certainly share that. And it might be a members only thing. I don't know if we'll just put it like straight out on YouTube here. It might have to be a Patreon or members only thing. But we've grown very, very, very close to her over the years. She is great. She's an awesome motherly energy. And for like any of you that really need that in your life, she can teach you a whole lot. And she's very patient. I will definitely say she's very patient. The main thing really is just to have some like decency and respect, and you know what that is. All of you know what that is. If you were raised right, and even if you were raised wrong, you still know. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't talk right now. Sorry, I had a phone call coming in. But yeah, absolutely, you're very welcome. What's up, Christy? What happened to Dice Controller? Wow, hell yeah. So, hey, Christy, great to see you. I know, right? So, for those of you that were here for years, you know, there was Dice Controller 187, and it was like Dice Controller 187. Da, 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 da. Well, unfortunately, um, well, I'll let you know what I can tell you. Sorry, it's a little hot in here. Ugh, kind of sweating today. Um, he was here for years, watching the channel for years, and I think he's still around as far as I know. But he ran into some things that happened through just participating in the chat and running into some people in the chat that started doing some bad things, and it was affecting him to the degree where he had to like kind of isolate and remove himself from the situation so that he wouldn't continue to have to deal with magical attacks, in other words, you know, and that sucks, and I hate to freaking hear that. um, you know, like life is crazy. Like we are experiencing a lot of the same thing and dealing with a lot of the same energies, but at the same time, like we do have to remember that we are dealing with specific things that are specific to our lives. And some of these things are very difficult, and some of these things are very, very hard to handle. Just try to be patient with everyone and try to be as kind and understanding as you can. That's hard sometimes, and I get that, but just remember, like, you never know what someone has going on. And I need to remember that myself. Um, I'm a dickhead sometimes, and I need to remember that. Hey, Kathy Vargas, good to see you. Cthulhu, what's up? What's up, the darkest light? Hey, great to see you. Thanks everybody for being here. I appreciate it so much. The channel has been growing like a lot here in the past few months, like really since the opening of the Lionsgate portal. And I knew that it was, and it has been, and I've been really putting my magic and my intent into it. And so, like, thank you. It's great to see like old faces and like our core root soul family, and it's awesome to see like some really, really new people that like haven't seen before that seem to like really resonate with the energy of our soul family and our collective. So that's what I've always wanted. I'm so happy, and it's great. Hell yeah. Nina said, I'm getting my Halloween stuff out. So excited for the spooky season. Hell yeah. Yeah, we're going to be doing that too. Martha and I are going to be getting some Halloween stuff out. We started doing it a little bit, but that's going to be happening. I definitely want to get more into the Halloween spirit and season this year than I did last year. It kind of just like flew by for me last year. I was kind of caught up in some craziness, and I really want to like slow down a little bit this year and like really build it up and enjoy it. I don't know what I'm going to be doing yet, but Martha and I do have one really fun thing planned. In like 2 weeks, we're going to be going to the Outer Banks of North Carolina to Nag's Head. It's a beach. We're going to be going there for like 2 or 3 days. And it's really great to go there in the fall. You can actually still get in the water, and the weather is still like quite nice. So really looking forward to going to the ocean, to connect with Belial, connect with Poseidon. Her and I are definitely going to be doing some personal rituals there on the beach. I don't think that we're going to have any like group things being offered, but I may have some private things to be offered on my website, and you can find me there at jdtemple.info. For any of you that do, need any type of spell work or ritual work done on your behalf, I have a whole lot of different types of offerings and custom workings on jdtemple.info. You can find that there. It does take me quite a few days to get with you, probably usually 48 hours. So please be patient if you do email me. I am a crazy busy dude like all the time, and I'm just getting busier and busier, which is a great thing, but I'm just kind of like I'm settling in and getting used to the volume of things that I'm having to do now that I wasn't having to do before. So I'm acclimating. I'm in an acclimation process right now. But that's all good. It's not an excuse. Just I appreciate your patience, but it's all coming together. So hell yeah. Thank you, Nina. Yeah, Nina put the website up in the chat there. Thank you, my friend, so freaking much. And don't forget, too, everybody here that's here right now, please go to Nina the Mystic Truther's channel and subscribe to her channel. Friar Pestle also has a channel, too, and please go to his channel and subscribe to that, too. So Nina the Mystic Truther and Friar Pestle. And hey, y'all, if you're here, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up on this stream. I greatly appreciate it. And please leave a comment, too. Any video that you do watch of mine, if you do leave a comment, that's going to help the channel a lot. And so I do appreciate it. And I do want to hear from you too. Yeah, where is Aaron666? Where are you, Aaron? Let's put that energy out and hopefully we can get Aaron like here with us, because I know he's usually here. Absolutely, Friar Pestle. I love you, man. And Pidu Miwu said, sir, can you give some life advice on how to make parents proud? Psh, man. That's a sore spot for me, and that's something that I'm still trying to do myself, man. I think it's something that like really you have to let go of the fact that like you may never actually be able to make them proud, no matter what you do, no matter how hard you work, no matter how successful you are, or how much money you've made. I mean, really, like, I think the very best thing to do is just to like show them that you're living a life where you're happy, to where you're happy, and that also because of your existence that the people that are around you are happy too. And like, I don't think that anyone could really ask for any more than that. You're not always going to be making them happy, and they're not always going to be happy, but for the most part, if you're cultivating an environment where people are being successful, people are happy for the most part, everyone feels and knows that they're loved, and you do too, like that's really what matters. But I really wouldn't put too much into like, what does it really matter if your parents are proud of you? Like, they either are or they aren't. And like, most of our parents are still just like children too. They don't know what the fuck they're doing any more than we know what we're doing, and we're all just trying to make the best of a crazy situation that we put into, which is life. What is Friar's channel? Friar's Pestle's channel is Friar Pestle, and here's where his website is right there as well. And don't forget to check out too, Nina's got her Halloween Oracle card pulls and her YouTube information right there. So check out all those links and subscribe to all those amazing people. They are part of our freaking lovey-dovey soul family, and they've been here forever, and I've known them for so long, and they are just the best. It's rare to find good people and good people that will stick around and be your friend for like the long haul. Like, most of all of mine have come and gone, and you know, it's not entirely their fault. I know it's partially my fault too, but when people do stick around, I appreciate that. I really do. We're rolling with straight vodka here today. I'm just kidding. I'm joking, y'all. It's Deer Park water. We're coming up on 23 minutes. I know it's kind of a short live stream. If you all wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up before I roll out, or before you roll out, I'd greatly appreciate that. My phone's only like at 10% anyway. I'm going home to get talismans and amulets and bracelets boxed up. I have them all packaged. I'm going to have Martha help me address all the boxes and label them and get all the postage on there and stuff. And we'll probably be either taking them tonight or tomorrow, but I'm finally getting this out of the way. And sending out all the freaking replacements that we have to send out too. Sorry about that hassle. It sucks for me as well, believe me. So, but anyway, as long as everybody gets their stuff, that's what's important. That's what matters. So I just want to say thanks to everybody. I love you all so much. Smell my face and smell it good. Check out my website, jdtemple.info. Don't forget, if you're new here, welcome. Please subscribe. Please give this stream a thumbs up. And please leave a comment, especially if you made it all the way to the end of this. Leave JD is awesome in the comments, and then I'll know that you made it all the way to the end, which that's important if you're able to do that and your attention, or if I can keep your attention that long. I'm not usually capable of that, but that's okay. Anyway, you stay as long as you want to stay. You know what I mean? Love you all. See ya. Bye.